everyone, and welcome to the introduction of our new YouTube channel, Cozy, Charming, Crazy Real Estate. Each week we'll be presenting a new video that addresses a specific topic in the wide-ranging world of real estate, everything from home buying to home selling, strategies and tactics to help you get a better deal, whether you're a buyer or a seller. We're going to talk about furnishings. We're going to talk about interior design. We're also going to talk about investing in real estate and property management. And we're also going to be talking about remodeling and construction. In future videos, you may find us out at a construction site. We might be in a property that's being rehabbed, such as the one that I'm actually in today. We had planned to shoot this at a construction site today, but here in Northern California it's raining, so we're in the kitchen of a rental property that we are going to be rehabbing in the future. Maybe we can include that in a future video. Regardless, we're going to be not just presenting topics of interest to us, but we hope to be able to answer questions and cover topics that you give us. So please, if you have an interest in a specific real estate topic that you would like us to discuss, go ahead and leave the information, the topic in the comments section. You can also go to cordonrealestate.com, cordon.com/cozy, and you can leave us a message there. We look forward to getting that because your feedback is what's going to drive future programs. Since we want to cover at least one topic every week, in addition to the introduction today, we're going to cover the topic that I receive the most questions on year after year, and that has to do with how to compute contract dates. Now, in most contracts, in most industries, you're going to be tied to what they call in legal terms a date certain. Let's say you're going to buy a house and you want it to close on September 30th, 2021. You put that date in the contract, everyone knows that's the date. But however, there is another side, or there's an alternate way of doing dates, and that is days before and days after. Now let's say we know that we're going to buy a house and it's going to take us 30 days to do all of our inspections, get our financing in order, do all the planning and arrangements that we have to do to be able to close escrow on the 30th day after we sign the contract. However, we are negotiating that contract back and forth. We're trying to get the best deal, the best price, all the best terms. And sometimes that takes a little bit of time. Sometimes you can do it all in one day. Sometimes people like to think on things for a while, sleep on it overnight. You can be going back and forth. Well, you still know, regardless of how many days it takes to negotiate that contract, that it's still going to take you 30 days to close escrow once you have that contract. When such a situation occurs, it's common to see that you're going to put the language in the purchase contract that says no matter what date the contract is signed, you're going to close escrow 30 days after. So how do you compute that date certain, that specific calendar date? Well, in our example, we're going to say that we want to close on September 30th, and that's fine. So when do we need to sign that contract if we want to do it on September 30th and we're going to stick to our 30 days? Well, we can meet that target date by making sure we sign the contract by August 30th, or in this case, August 31st. So that means that on September 1st, that is day one. August 31st, the day we sign the contract, is always day zero. The day we sign a contract is day zero. It's that triggering event is day zero. So we sign by August 31st, and boom, the clock starts ticking on September 1st. So 30 days in September, boom, September 30th, we're going to close escrow. Now, let's say that we have decided that we are going to close on a specific date. And that date is, again, a specific date. Instead of saying we're going to close so many days after, we're going to stick to a specific date. And we're going to put that in the contract. We'll use September 30th again. Now, let's say that you want to have specific things done so many days before close of escrow, just to put in control points and deadlines. So you might say that certain things have to be done so many days before escrow closes. I'll give you an example. Inspections. You want inspections completed. As a seller, you want to know that the inspections are done and that any action items that come out of those inspections, you have time to address them. So you might say, okay, I want your inspections done no later than 30 days before, or 15 days, we'll say 15 days before closing. So how do we determine that date certain of 15? Well, we do it the exact opposite way of what we did days after. So to do date before, we start with September 30th and we count back 15 days, with September 29th being day one, and then count back on the calendar the rest until we count 15 days. Again, the triggering event, which is closing, is September 30th, so we count back from that date. The date adjacent, in this case the 29th, starts the count. So I hope you found that useful, but keep in mind one final thing having to do with dates. If you have a date that is based on days before or days after, and we're going to use days after to make this example simple. Let's say that you're going to close 30 days after you sign the contract. So we sign the contract, but wait, September 30th in the particular year that we're doing this transaction, it happens to be on a Sunday or even a national holiday. And therefore, the whole banking system, the county recorder's office where you're going to record the deed, which is the triggering event that confirms you have completed the sale, and the escrow offices are closed. Everybody's closed except real estate agents. They never take days off. And buyers and sellers, they're anxious every day and want to get the job done. If the 30th day in a contract that says escrow is to close 30 days occurs on a holiday or on a Sunday when offices are normally closed, then you may see language, or it could be assumed from the wording of the contract, that it will close on the next business day. In other words, it'll say, okay, 30 days, but 30 days is going to happen on a Sunday. The escrow officer will schedule the close of that contract on the first business day after the date of that triggering event, because we can't do the triggering event. I hope that's clear for you. And if you have any questions about contract dates, please leave a comment below. And also you can go to our website, cordonrealestate.com/cozy, and leave us a message there. So that's it for our introduction to cozy, charming, crazy real estate. We look forward to seeing you next week. Again, please leave a comment below. We are driven by your comments and by your questions, and you can do it here, or you can go to cordonrealestate.com/cozy, and we look forward to seeing you next week on Cozy, Charming, Crazy Real Estate. Bye.